Hi, Donna Wignall here with another spirit talk for you. This one is 3 steps to a psychic life. Okay, so I know sometimes people think, oh, I don't want to live a psychic life, it's too spooky, or don't want to go naked moon dancing or start chomping on weird herbs and stuff like that. That's not what it's about at all. A psychic life is a life of awareness, all right, and living an authentic life for yourself. And the first step for that is recognition and acceptance. So, recognition that, you know what, I've always been into this spooky stuff, but I've never gone near it because somebody said, oh, tarot cards, that's devil worship, or my vicar says that nobody else should commune with spirits and stuff like that. But I like it. So recognize and own that, you know what, this might be something for you to have a go at or look into a bit further. But also accept that you're worthy enough to develop. Honestly, take it from me, you don't have to be any God fearing, praying, vegan eating person to be able to do this stuff. It's open to all, it's available to all. And so, if you're interested, and usually if you're watching a video like this, there's just a little tap from your intuition to you saying, maybe start doing something about this. All right. So, recognition and acceptance, and the acceptance more is that you're worthy and that you deserve to do this and that you're good enough to do this. And so, they're kind of the first steps. The second step then is to take action. Okay, so it's all right, yeah, recognizing it, yeah, I'll like it, I'll see what comes to me, blah, blah, blah. But then it goes nowhere. So when we take on the second step and we do some development, that's the second step. So development. So development and taking action into development, it could be as simple as going on YouTube and looking at some free videos, or going to workshop, or doing an online course, or going and sitting in a circle. Whatever it is, and you go at your own pace. There's no rush. There's no like, you're better if you do it this, or this course was 5 grand, so that's going to be the top course. Not necessarily so. Or that this person's known on telly, so they must be good at doing it. Not necessarily so. Or this person's a publisher or an author, so they must be the best ones to do it. Not necessarily so. So, quite often, once you start taking action, the right people come to you, or you see the right information at the right time. Always checking on your intuition to see if that course or that person is the right one for you, and don't be hoodwinked by all the advertising and the media and blah, blah, blah. But when you start developing and it might be that you just do some meditations, which is fantastic, or you might be into healing. Whatever it is, you'll find your little niche or what it is that kind of floats your boat or rings your bell. That could be tarot cards. That could be mediumship. It could be healing. It could be doing the sound healing. Whatever it is, then you kind of dip your toe in that little pond and then see how far it takes you. It doesn't mean to say that you've got to do it then for the rest of your life. You do these things as much as you want to do those things. Because don't forget, we've got to live our human life as well. We all have bills to pay, mortgages, we've got food to buy. We've all got to tidy the house and clean the toilets. So you can't be all kind of spirit minded or heavenly minded, because if you're all heavenly minded, you're no earthly good. So it's got to be kind of, you got to keep the balance right. So once you start doing that, fantastic. Things start opening up. Once you start taking action, like things start coming your way. And yeah, it's like you open up to this whole new world, which is fantastic. And even more so, you're stepping into your own power. which is even more fantastic. So then the third step is practice. Practice what you're learning. Practice what you're preaching. Practice what you've kind of developed. If you don't practice, it kind of stays within you. And if you was a teapot and all this learning was the tea, and you don't pour it out into little teacups, it's going to get pretty stale pretty quickly. So share it. So share it, give somebody a message, or share the healing, whatever it is, share it, you know. And again, it might be that you start doing your own workshops, but share it, you know. Be an ambassador for spirit, you know, or be an ambassador for people who live an authentic life. Share your gifts. That's why we develop them. Now, just on that point, I'll say, not always do you share it for free. You know, if you've invested time and money into courses with a specific desire to become a medium or to become a tarot reader or whatever, then of course, money is energy. So we have to have an exchange. It keeps the flow of the universe going. If you're giving it all out and not receiving anything back, you become very depleted very quickly. So everything has to be in balance. And remember, if you're then using your what you've developed and these gifts for as a vocation, and like any specialist or a doctor or whatever, they don't give all that stuff away for free, you know, because then nobody would give it any attention, or people would dismiss or say, oh, they're no good, blah, blah, blah. So remember that if you're going to use this psychic life as your vocation, um, then be happy that you get to do this and you get to help other people and you get to share. That's kind of really, really good. So it is a blessing. It is a blessing. So then, with also the practice, what will happen is in your own life, you do start practicing what you're preaching. So you might start being kinder with the words that come out of your mouth. Because remember, our words are spells. You know, so you say nice things, you put good spells out there, and the good returns. You say bad things, you put bad things out there, and the bad comes back. So you start recognizing your connection to the universe, and not to just to the dictates of what you get told on telly, or what Google tells you, or what somebody else tells you. So you kind of elevate your own vibration, and you start seeing the world as it truly is, and not the construct that we live in as a human experience. If anybody's ever watched The Matrix, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But developing this side of yourself is like taking the red pill in The Matrix. If you haven't watched The Matrix, then I recommend that you do watch it. So if you want to do this stuff, great. If you don't, great. It's up to you. But I just thought I'd share this stuff with you. And I also want to leave you with this little quotation. And it is, if I always do what I've always done, I'll always get what I've always got. So if you're happy with that, fantastic. If you're not happy with that, fantastic. Do something about it. So I'll love you and leave you with that for now. See you later.